In today's video, we are exploring exactly what you can eat on the paleo diet. So if you're still a bit confused on what did people eat in the Paleolithic era, definitely keep on watching this video. Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tanya. I'm a holistic health coach and I make weekly videos on holistic health and nutrition with a lot of focus on the paleo diet and gut health. So if you're into that, definitely make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel right down below here so you don't miss any future videos. I get asked all the time, what exactly is paleo and what can you eat on paleo? So I figured it's about time I make a video on it. Honestly, it's pretty simple, real whole foods. But in this video, we're gonna go into details on exactly which food groups are included, why are they included, and some of my favorites from each food group. Quick background here, paleo comes from the word Paleolithic. So this diet is based off of what our ancestors ate back in the Paleolithic era. That's when we were hunter-gatherers, so we couldn't go to the grocery store or restaurants. We had to either hunt or gather our food. So let's get into this video and see what we can eat on the paleo diet. Let's start with the least controversial group, fruits and vegetables. So health professionals love arguing about the latest healthy diet and they don't agree on a lot. But one thing they almost always agree on is that vegetables and fruits are part of a healthy diet, and paleo is no different. Fruits and vegetables are actually at the base of the diet. Vegetables and fruit were definitely around in the Paleolithic era since they just grow naturally, but my favorite part about them is that they are a micronutrient powerhouse. Vegetables contain more nutrients like vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals per calorie than any other food group. On top of that, they are abundant in fiber, both soluble and insoluble, which are both really important to digestive health. Both micronutrients and fiber are essential to good health, so by having fruits and vegetables at the base of your diet, you're already off to a good start. When it comes to vegetables, you have your non-starchy vegetables and your starchy vegetables, and the main difference between the two is just the amount of sugar molecules they contain. Non-starchy vegetables include things like asparagus, bell peppers, cucumbers, what else? We got some kale, mushroom, spinach, tomatoes, and much more. And a few examples of starchy vegetables are squash, peas, parsnips, and sweet potatoes. Starchy carbohydrates contain more carbs and calories, but that is not a reason to fear them. As I mentioned, they still have a ton of vitamin, minerals, phytochemicals, and tons of fiber that will support your health. I recommend consuming a balance of the two, so a good balance between starchy and non-starchy carbohydrates. Let's move on to the next food group you can consume on the paleo diet, and that is animal products. This section is slightly more controversial, but hopefully after it you'll understand why animal products represent an essential part in a well-balanced diet and support a healthy human body. So why should we consume animal products? The first one is that animal product is a complete protein. So a complete protein is defined by a protein that has all 9 essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are essentially amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. It can't synthesize, so you need to get them from your diet. Unfortunately, most protein from plant is actually incomplete. That means you need to eat a variety or the right combination of plants to give you the full spectrum of essential amino acids. But again, with animal products, you normally have to do those calculations. All animal products are complete protein. Animal protein is not only superior because of its completeness, it also trumps plant protein when it comes to bioavailability. Protein in animal products can be digested better and easier than most plant proteins. And this is according to the let me read that off the screen so I don't mess it up. Digestible Indispensable Amino Acid Score, so DIAAS. It is a metric that measures the digested amino acids content in foods. If you're interested in looking more into that, I will definitely leave a link in the description box for that resource, but essentially it just kind of measures how much of the amino acids, again, protein broken down is amino acids that you can actually absorb and utilize. Important nutrients like iron are also more readily available when they come from animal products versus plant protein. So there are 2 types of iron. There's hemi and non-hemi. Our bodies are able to absorb hemi iron, which is the one found in most plant proteins, better than non-hemi, which is typically found in plant protein. So you can still absorb iron from plant protein, but it is a bit more difficult. And just like plants, animal products are highly nutrient dense. They contain a lot of vitamins and minerals that are a bit more difficult to find in plants, things like B12, vitamin D, and as I just mentioned, iron. This is why, in addition to a diet that is rich in vegetables and fruit, animal products definitely support our health by supplying us with complete protein that is more bioavailable. It also supplies us with nutrients like iron, and then vitamins and minerals like B12, vitamin D. When it comes to animal products, there's a wide variety out there, and the paleo diet actually encourages you to eat nose to tail, just like they did way back in the day. So that means if you want some chicken, for example, purchase a whole chicken where you would eat the breasts, the thighs, the wings, and you could use the bones to make a bone broth afterwards, instead of going to the grocery store and just buying chicken breasts. You can even take it to the next level and consume some organs. So things like a chicken liver, for example. They may not be the most appetizing, but they are definitely the most nutritious. Definitely try out a few recipes. Why not? If you like it, awesome. Again, so good for you. And if you don't enjoy it, then don't worry about it. No stress. There's no point of eating things that you don't enjoy. And aside from chicken, good options include beef, bison, duck, eggs, some game meat, lamb, pork, turkey, and veal. Another animal product that is included on the paleo diet are eggs. Eggs are highly nutritious. They contain protein, healthy fats, and the yolk contains important minerals and vitamins like we got some B vitamins, we got choline, we got selenium, tons more. Just make sure you consume the yolk because that's where the good stuff is. So the healthy fats and the vitamins and minerals. And if you're looking for a good, like paleo friendly snack, hard-boiled eggs are perfect. Another great source of protein and healthy fat that was available in the Paleolithic era is seafood. One of the major benefits of seafood is its high content of omega-3, so EPA and DHA. Omega-3 fatty acids have an anti-inflammatory effect on our bodies, so seafood definitely promotes good health. And just like animal products, the protein in seafood is highly digestible, which means we digest and, more importantly, absorb the protein better than we would in a plant option. Seafood is also a great source of iodine and selenium, which are both essential to thyroid health. I recommend eating a variety of fish and shellfish. Both of them have a ton of benefits for your health. When it comes to fish, I really like, what do I like? Salmon, haddock, mackerel, tuna. When it comes to shellfish, I enjoy mussels, oysters, shrimp, scallops, things like that. And if you're looking for a great seafood recipe, I have my sweet potato salmon cakes, which I'm pretty sure I've included in a video on my channel, but I've also posted the recipe on my Instagram, so I'll be sure to link that down below. Next up, we have nuts and seeds. So this is a very popular go-to snack on the paleo diet. And nuts and seeds are indeed included. They were around in the Paleolithic era, and they contain healthy fats. They got some vitamins and minerals in a small amount of protein. What we tend to forget though is back in the Paleolithic era, the cavemen were not eating nuts by the handful. They had to crack open each nut like individually. I can't remember last time I did that, but if you've ever done that, you know how much work it is to get like one almond, and I'm pretty sure you're expending more energy getting that almond out of its shell than you are ingesting. So it's really important to keep in mind, if you really want to mimic the diet of our ancestors, then you probably don't want to be consuming nuts and seeds by the handful. Nuts and seeds are also high in calories, so if you're doing the paleo diet and you're hoping to lose some weight, it's definitely something to be mindful of. I would recommend probably no more than a quarter cup of nuts and seeds, again, if weight loss is your goal. I've actually made a full video on paleo weight loss mistakes where I talk about some foods that are paleo friendly but could possibly stall your weight loss progress. So if you're interested in that, I will definitely link it down in the description box. Moving on to healthy fats and oils. So there's been a lot of confusion around fats in general in the last few years, mainly due to contradictory research that's ending up in the media. But dietary fats, especially saturated fats, are not as bad as they were once considered, and they are definitely included in the paleo diet. Fruits like avocado and nuts and seeds are definitely great sources of fats. I love adding avocado on pretty much everything. I add it as a side for my breakfast, I add it in my nourish bowl for lunch, and then usually with my dinner I have like a little side salad, so I'll typically add some avocado in there as well. Avocado has a ton of vitamin and minerals. It actually, fun fact, it contains more potassium than bananas. So if you need more potassium, load up on the avocados. And it also has good fiber. So again, fiber will support your digestive health. When it comes to oils, so did the cavemen technically have oils? Probably not, since all oils kind of require, to some extent, some processing. That being said, so cold pressed oils are much more gentle and they won't damage the fat molecule in the oil as much as your kind of conventional oils like canola oil. What else do we have? Like cottonseed, soybean, all like the processed vegetable oils. So stick to vegetables like extra virgin olive oil, some avocado oil, that's my absolute favorite, coconut oil, and make sure it's cold pressed. Now let's talk about butter. So butter is dairy, which is technically excluded from the paleo diet, but grass-fed butter, so grass-fed is key here, grass-fed butter is highly nutritious. So some people that do the paleo diet choose to include it. I would say, honestly, if you like butter, try it. If you feel great with having it included in your diet, then I really don't see a reason for excluding it. And again, if you seem to have an intolerance to dairy or lactose, then removing it is probably best. You can also try out ghee. Ghee is a clarified butter and that has a lot of the milk solids, so the protein and sugars in milk removed, which is typically what kind of bothers us, whether it triggers like an immune reaction or something in our digestive tract. So again, try butter. If it doesn't work, you can try ghee. If it doesn't work, it's okay. You got a ton of good options like coconut oil, avocado oil, and extra virgin olive oil. Next up, we have natural sweeteners. So you may be a little bit surprised to see sweeteners on the paleo diet, but there are a few sweeteners that are actually found naturally in our environment. Things like blackstrap molasses, what else? Honey, some maple syrup are all found naturally in nature, and they do contain a small amount, very small amount of nutrients as well. Now, although these are technically found in nature and they do contain a small amount of nutrients, I do recommend you use them sparingly, so use them occasionally and have them in small amounts. Okay, so let's quickly recap on which foods are included on the paleo diet. So we have our vegetables, which are at the base of the paleo diet. We got our fruit, got some animal products, tons of options there, chicken, beef, bison, eggs, everything. And then we got some seafood, so fish and shellfish included. And then we got our nuts and seeds. Again, be mindful of the portions. We got our healthy fats and oils. So stick to things like extra virgin olive oil, some avocado oil, some coconut oil, and butter if you can tolerate it. And then we got our natural sweeteners. Use sparingly, occasionally, and in smaller amounts. I hope you enjoyed this video and you now have a clear understanding on what is included in the paleo diet and why. I know that the paleo diet can seem a bit restrictive, but I encourage you to focus on the foods that are included. So everything we went over today, and I'm sure you will see that there is an abundance of food available. If you're interested in seeing what exactly paleo looks like on a plate, feel free to grab my free 7-day meal plan. And if you're interested in learning even more about the paleo diet, I actually have a full ebook on it, which contains everything you need to know, a ton of practical information as well, and of course a ton of recipes. Both of those will be the first 2 links in my description box. If you like this video, I'd be so grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and if you know of anyone that could benefit from watching this video, then definitely share it with them. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!